Hello guys, and so let me show you my process of how I'm going to do this little taco bar. So really I'm going to do like a mini backdrop, and instead of just using my counter itself, I am going to use this this is like my display board that I normally use, and it's not pretty, but I'm getting ready to cover it up with this craft paper here. And then I'm going to use, if it works out, I'm going to use this poster board that I got from the Dollar Tree and cut strips on it and make it look like a football. So right now what I already did, and I apologize for about the TV because I just decided to do this at the last minute. But this is just wrapping paper, and so really this is my big display board that I always put behind my whatever buffet table that I make or anything. And here's the wrapping paper, and it's going to kind of look like the referee shirt or stripes. And so I purchased this from Michael's for 50 cents. And what I did is, these are actually just four, the display board is actually just four, if you see my videos before, 4 different foam boards from the Dollar Tree, and I taped them all together to make one big backdrop. And then for this, since I'm doing a mini one, I just cut it in half. Now right here at the very end here, my countertops are a little bit longer than I thought, so what I had to do is cut another piece of foam board and just add probably at least 3.5 inches to that, and just taped it. So it's not, I didn't tape it really well. I just have the tape on the bottom. I flipped it over, and then I'm getting ready to cover this up because I'm probably going to tape it back together once it's over with. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you my process because someone requested that, and stay tuned. Okay guys, so now what I'm doing is I'm making my lines for the football. So this is just poster board paper, and you see it's curling up because I had it rolled up. And I already made one line, so I want to make, I guess, yeah, 2 lines. And to make sure I get the same width and the same size, I'm lining this up, and then I'm just going to make a line and just cut it. And then I'm going to probably, instead of gluing, just tape it real good and hope that it sticks down. Okay, stay tuned. Okay everyone, so now what I'm doing is I have taken my poster board, and I'm not using the long side. I turned it to the short side, and I actually already did some lines here. They're a little bit crooked, but it's alright. So what I'm doing is, what I did was I just used the length of this craft paper, wrapping paper. It could be anything. You can measure it to a T if you want, and I just rolled it and drew a line, rolled it and drew a line. And so I have a little bit, I have too many strips here, so I don't need 2 of these. And yeah, I didn't need all that. So what I did was, let me move this out the way. And what I'm using is Scotch tape here, and then just like some tape I had laying around the house. And I'm going to use this to tape this area back here, and excuse the mess at the top. So I'm going to use this tape, I'm sorry, masking tape, it's late, to tape my board here to make sure it doesn't fall. But anyway, back to the strip. So what I'm simply doing is I'm just finding a space here, and I'm sliding it under here. I didn't like the way it looked on top. Yeah, I think it gives it a more cleaner look up underneath. And then this one is a little folded, so I think I'll use a different one. And then I'm going to use the tape and just tape it into place. I couldn't decide if I wanted to use this as my backdrop or use the stripes as my backdrop. So I think I'm going to go with this. The only thing is, when I do it this way, my warmer may be covering up some of the football. So, but usually when I have something in my mind that I want to do, it's hard for me to change because I'm just a little hard-headed, a little stubborn. I just want to do what I want to do. So, stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys. So, I use this tape here, and it's pretty sticky. And what I did was just, you know, fold it back, and hopefully that will hold it up. So, it's not going to be super secure. I don't think it needs to be super secure. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that up against that tape there. And it's already sticking. Yeah, I'm going to push that for this tape there. And it's just stay in place. So, and it's not going to harm my countertops or anything. It's going to come right on off. I already tested it. So, I wouldn't dare hot glue or anything. Now down here, I end up changing my mind. I end up putting the strips on top because, like with a football, it looks like the lace is actually on top instead of underneath. Because I knew something didn't look right. So, yeah. And then I don't have this secured or taped to my countertop or anything. You know, it's not going to be like a bunch of people coming, so I don't need to do that. And that's really simple. So there's the backdrop. I'm probably going to push it a little bit more to make sure. And then let me show you my printables. So I simply went on Pinterest and found some free printables. So really, all these items here I had already. And, you know, I knew he was a football fanatic. He hasn't really asked for his license or anything. So, because he's so concentrated on football. He's going to be a sophomore. And he's about to be on varsity. He was going to be on varsity last year. But we wanted him really to be on JV. So, anyway, he's trying to get first string. So, he's concentrating on that. And I'm just trying to show you all my printables. So I found this one. I think I'm going to do Game Time. I did have one that I used previously for JJ's party. See how this one works. And see if I have any string upstairs. I may put this in a frame somewhere. These can be used. And what I did in Pinterest, I just did a search for football printables, and some of them, you know, come up as Super Bowl, and I remember some of these same ones. But actually his school colors are actually orange and black. So the green is okay because it's like green, like the grass or whatever. And I'm not going to do turf this time because I did that with JJ's party. I did the table like that. So I wanted it to be different and original. These right here can be used as napkin rings. You can cut them in half. Or they can be used as water bottle labels. Now this is a different color. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not. It's a little off, but still it's fine. And these are cupcake wrappers. And yeah, that's going to say Game Time. These are the menu place cards. And I had another one I thought somewhere. Let's see. It's somewhere. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to go with that or not. And then I may put him, oh, here it is. I may put his team up there. So these are cute too. So they look kind of like a little old-timey chalkboard. And then these little flags. I wish it was in his team colors, but it's okay. That's the rest of Game Time. And I probably put Game Time across the board here. And that's it right now, guys. Another thing that I wanted to show with you all is that many a times I may be low on my budget, or I'm just simply tapped out. I think for Thanksgiving, I was just tired of going to the store. So instead of buying in the previously, some of my videos I have did, I have actually printed these on cardstock paper. These are just regular copy paper. So right here is just some rest of the poster board that I have. And what I have did, I'm just going to just showing you all, but I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to use the regular paper. But if I was doing something else, I think it'll be fine because the backdrop is smaller and it's not going to curl up. What I do is I usually cut this out. I cut it out in the shape so I can save as much poster board as I can. And then I would glue stick it with a glue stick to the poster board, and then I cut it out, and then usually I punch holes with a hole puncher through here. You can do it that way, but I think with this one I'm not gonna, I don't know, I have to see if I'm going to punch holes through it or if I'm just going to place it on the board, on the wrapping paper itself. So that's what I do a lot of times to cut costs, because cardstock paper is, I don't know, $6, $7, $5, and I have a hard time for some reason finding it in my stores. Yeah, in the Staples near me and the Walmart for some reason. And then sometimes my printer doesn't print right, and I was really mad. I think the last time I did something, I was really mad because the printing justifications was not right, and I wasted all this cardstock paper. But this time what I'm just going to do is just simply use regular paper. So you can do that if you want more durability. It is a little bit more work, but you save money. You can just purchase that from the Dollar Tree, and I think it's like 2 for $1. Okay, so now I am putting the words up here, and I was thinking to myself, you all, should I put happy birthday up there? I kind of went back and forth. Well, I kind of just said no, because it's shorter, instead of just putting game time. But everybody knows it's his birthday, so I'm kind of like, well, maybe I should. So this is just one of my dilemmas right now. But I think I'm gonna go ahead, since I printed them out, and you know, that's part of my thought process too sometimes, you know, having a small child, you know, taking the time out to do that. So I don't know. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is putting these on here on the board, and I'm just using, and excuse my nails, guys, some a glue stick, and I'm just outlining the edges here of the the letters, and yeah, and I'm putting them on there, and I'm not doing them straight, and the reason being that even though Josiah is taking a nap right now, I did not want to take the time out. Like, sometimes I have to make sure it's centered, and I just don't want to do that, make sure it's lined up, even though this will be perfect because it has lines, so it'll be easy to line it up. So I think I just want to do it this way, and so I don't have to concentrate on it being straight. And now I'm saying it out loud, I probably should have did it straight. But anyway, I'm going to do it this way. It's already started. Okay, so right now I have these football helmet images that I Googled, and I have game time up there, and I'm thinking about putting the plates on this little DIY, just a silver pan with the candle holder, and I've been meaning to spray paint it, but I just haven't yet. So I'm still, right now, I'm just kind of playing around with everything, and getting ready to make his cupcakes, and let's see, getting ready to put these gold posts up. So I probably have to super glue, hot glue them down to the ends of the board here. One on that end, one on the other end. Okay. DIY project that I did for JJ's party, so my 10-year-old party. So really what this is this was part of some home decor thing, and it's been in my little party closet that I had. And what I was doing, I am so used of doing things without showing it. I went on and started taking the hot glue. So I had hot glue on it, and that's why I like using hot glue, because it's easy to take off. Now this it's actually 3 tiers. The 3 tiers? Yeah, I just don't have them in order. So it's 3 tiers here, And all it is just the foam board here, and then I had contact paper, so you can tell it's a little dusty and I'm gonna have to wipe it off. And I had 3 tiers there, and because it's black, and I told the boys to check my little craft area, and so I do have some more orange ribbon that I picked up from the Dollar Tree because I remember I had too much for my 10-year-old's party. So what I'm going to do is just outline this because I was stuffing things and it's not organized into my little entertaining or party closet cabinet, that I did not have. This fell apart. So I think the bottom part, something fell apart. And so now I'm just going to reattach it. I'm going to see if I can reattach it with super glue instead of hot glue. I like hot glue. If you put enough, it is sturdy. I like hot glue because you can just pull it off. Like I can just pull this ribbon off here and it just easily comes. If I start at the beginning, it's hard to do it with one hand. But with super glue, it just comes off, and then you can go back if you want and pull the glue off. And it's really super easy. So that's why I like working with, not super glue, hot glue a lot of times. So I'm going to fix this up, wipe it off first, fix it up, and yeah, put his cupcakes on it. I have to cook those. Also, what I did is I put those little goal post things, and I was getting ready to get frustrated because it wasn't actually going to turn out like the way I thought. It was a little hard to stick the goal post down in here, and I just used some super glue from the Dollar Tree to stick it here. I'm not going to work on this here because I'm starting to get my little craft paper a little greasy, and I don't want it to get any I don't want it to get dirty. So I'm just showing it here, but I'm not going to work on it here. Okay, so this is really tough because I have to remember to record everything as I go. Apologize about the TV. So I printed all of, I needed some more of these, so I went back to the website and printed those, all of the menu place cards. And so I saw this is actually the Cincinnati Bengals sign, but I googled it and printed that out in the Bengal itself. And I think I just got this idea at the last minute. You know how in the football, well, this is not actually a football field, but like if it was a football field, but it's like a football, and so well, I guess it could be like printed on the football as well. So I'm going to cut this out tomorrow and place this there. I might cut it out tonight. I don't know. But it's getting late. I was on social media too much today. So I usually don't do that when I'm doing a project. But I was just, I don't know. And so this is coming along. What I'm using here is I'm using double-sided tape because I cannot find my... Did I not glue it? I did. I have to glue it again. Double-sided tape there. And I don't know what this is. Double-sided tape there, but you won't be able to see it with the cupcake. So, and then I'm going to use these as coasters. I'm going to use these as coasters. I'm only going to put out like 4 mugs. And that's going to be for the root beer floats. So, I'm not really a root beer float fan or root beer fan really, but I know my oldest is, and I asked my young middle son, and he said he is. So that will leave a mug for my mom and my husband, and whoever else that wants one. And I have some mason jars too if someone wants to use extra ones, but it's going to be really small. I think I'm going to cut these out here and attach those to the straws. So if you saw my video with that haul from, I think it was Dollar Tree, and with my last party prep, and I got these for Five Below, and they came with the little milk jugs, milk bottles. So I'm going to use these, and yeah, so that's it right now. I'm a little disappointed because I was on social media too much today and I'm a little bit behind, but I need to go to bed because I have more things to do tomorrow in the morning. And my goal is to be finished by 1 or 2. So it'll be a little bit early. That's still kind of late. I'll say 1 to be finished so they can at least have this for lunchtime and then they can come back for dinner because I'm not cooking. Okay, so this is really tough because I have to remember to record everything as I go. Apologize about the TV. So I printed I needed some more of these, so I went back to the website and printed those, all of the menu place cards. And so I saw this is actually the Cincinnati Bengals sign, but I googled it and printed that out in the Bengal itself. And I think I just got this idea at the last minute. You know how in the football, well, this is not actually a football field, but like if it was a football field, but it's like a football. And so I guess it could be like printed on the football as well. So I'm going to cut this out tomorrow and place this there. I may cut it out tonight. I don't know. But it's getting late. I was on social media too much today. So I usually don't do that when I'm doing a project. But I was just, I don't know. And so this is coming along. What I'm using here is I'm using double-sided tape because I cannot find my... Did I not glue it? I did. I have to glue it again. Double-sided tape there. And I don't know what this is. Double-sided tape there, but you won't be able to see it with the cupcake. So, and then I'm going to use these as coasters. I'm going to use these as coasters. I'm only going to put out like 4 mugs. And that's going to be for the root beer floats. So, I'm not really a root beer float fan or root beer fan really, but I know my oldest is, and I asked my young middle son, and he said he is. So that will leave a mug for my mom and my husband, and whoever else that wants one. And I have some mason jars too if someone wants to use extra ones, but it's going to be really small. I think I'm going to cut these out here and attach those to the straws. So if you saw my video with that haul from, I think it was Dollar Tree, and with my last party prep, and I got these for Five Below, and they came with the little milk jugs, milk bottles. So I'm going to use these. And yeah, so that's it right now. I'm a little disappointed because I was on social media too much today and I'm a little bit behind, but I need to go to bed because I have more things to do tomorrow in the morning. And my goal is to be finished by 1 or 2. So it'll be a little bit early. That's still kind of late. I'll say 1 to be finished so they can at least have this for lunchtime and then they can come back for dinner because I'm not cooking. Okay, so I remembered I had this idea because sometimes I forget. I put this in a picture frame, but I had the idea to put it on a clipboard. I don't know to go with this clipboard or just the one. I believe I got this from the Dollar Tree, and I had these. So my husband used these when he's training, so he has a ton of them. So I also thought to use some of the wrapping paper on the back, wrap the clipboard with the wrapping paper here. I'm still debating if I'm gonna do that or not. I need to tidy up some of the edges, and yeah, I cut it out because I thought I was gonna put it in the frame. What I'm frustrated with right now is I cannot find my glue gun. I need to probably get more than one. I cannot find my glue gun, and I don't like how the super glue made a stain here, but I know it's just us, so I'm trying. Maybe I'll do my double stick tape or just do like one end here with the super glue, one in there. I just put his cupcakes in. I have a mess over here, and now I'm remembering what else I need to do. I mean, I just have a mess. So it's always like this when I'm doing these things. It's like a mess. Now I am using a Word document, and actually I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera the same color, but I'm using orange. And what I'm doing is I printed them out here, and I'm cutting them into as close as I can. I can do it a little bit closer, but yeah, it's getting late, so, and I wanted to make it simple. And so then I'm using the glue stick. I'm on my tablet, so it's like super mega jumbo. So anyway, I'm using the glue stick, cutting them out, using the glue stick, and then putting it here on the menu cards, and then I'm just simply folding them. Most of the time, one time I have used cardstock paper, well, a couple of times, and then I've also have just used the paper itself. So it depends on, this is just going to be something just for our family, so I'm just, usually just the paper itself is fine. You can also use the frames from the Dollar Tree or wherever you can find them. I have done that as well, but for these, since they're decorated on the front and the back with the lines, they will sit just fine up like that, folded as regular paper. I'm using these heart picks from the Dollar Tree, 100 pack. I have not used these. I bought them for something, can't remember what, but I didn't use them. So I'm using these little flags. I'm picking out the green ones, and I'm going to use super glue to attach them to here. And then these are going to go on top of, so you won't even see the hearts, on top of the first layer here of cupcakes here. Okay guys, so that was an epic fail. The super glue did not work, and I don't like how the super glue always bleeds through the paper. Well, that doesn't look bad once it dried, but it ran all down the pick, and I just didn't like that. So I'm using double-sided tape, and I am going to have to find my glue gun because this has made it a little bit challenging for me. Now, what you also can do, you can go ahead and do both sides, but I'm not going to do both sides because it's just us, so you can do both sides. So when you walk around the stand, you can see both sides. Also, another idea what I wanted to do is if I had any fishing line here, clear fishing line. I don't have anything. I think only thing that I have is something silver, so I don't want to use that. But these little footballs, they didn't quite print correctly, but yeah, I can print it again, and I would put it in between the goalposts here, like it's like someone kicked the football. So if I had some fishing line here, something clear, I would put it there. So that's just an idea.